All right, Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh Shai, Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh Shai, Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem Chai Kudash. All right, I want to give double honors to our apostles, a great millstone who rule well, and peace and blessings to the house of David the elect. It was a high spirit wind Judah. And so I want to get into a lesson going into insomnia. All right. All right, this is GMS, All Things Have the Uses edition, okay? And what I want to go into, like I said, sleep disorders. You know, a lot of times you wake up in the middle of the night for no reason. And what that does, you know, those few extra hours that you're up, you go back to sleep, but now you're a little imbalanced if you do go back to sleep, because most of us, we have to work in Esau's system. So you're not mentally, spiritually, or physically all the way there because your body has not restored itself. All right, so I'm just going to start out with the book of Sirach, chapter 40, all right, verse 5. Wrath and envy and trouble and unquietness, fear of death and anger and strife, and the time of rest upon his bed, his night sleep, do change his knowledge. And this is talking about man, all right, the sons of Adam, all right. All right, and it says, a little or nothing is his rest. All right, so you know we live in the hustle and bustle of Esau's kingdom, man. All right, a lot of time we don't have a lot of rest, and because of the stresses of the mind, of the stresses of the spirit, you can't just have a tranquil night's sleep. Okay, but Yahweh Shema Shai has all things for all things, meaning that for every problem he has a solution in the earth. Okay, along with prayer, prayer first. Okay. But it says, verse 6, so Sirach 40 and 6, a little or nothing is his rest, and afterward he is in his sleep, as in a day of keeping watch, trouble in the vision of his heart, as if he were escaped out of a battle. Verse 7, when all is safe, he awakened and marveled that the fear was nothing. All right, but I brought that out to go into an example of what we call insomnia today. All right, and, you know, spirit willing, we could just get into that word. All right, insomnia. Okay, let's see if we could get that word insomnia. All right, insomnia etymology. See what that word goes back to. It says insomnia, and this is from the etymology.com. It says chronic inability to sleep, 1620s, insomnia, from Latin insomnia, want of sleep, sleeplessness. And from insomnus, sleepless. From in means not, insomnus means sleep. So not sleep. Okay? And what are we going to go into? All right? What we're going to go into are some stones, all right, that helps with insomnia. And the reason why I'm doing this lesson is because I use these stones, because a lot of times if I don't use these stones, then I have insomnia. Or a lot of times, you know, if I don't use these stones, I wake up at odd hours out of the night. All right. So that being said, we're just gonna go into it. All right. And I'm just gonna mention the stones before I go into them. All right. Some of the stones I've already done lessons on, but not in context of this topic. All right. This is a rose quartz. All right. This is a rose quartz. All right. This is lepidolite. All right. This is an amethyst bracelet. Okay. This is an amethyst bracelet. All right. And what else? And this is an onyx gemstone. Let's see if I can get a close up. There we go. That's an onyx with pyrite. The glittery texture. That's pyrite, but this stone is an onyx. A lot of onyx, real onyx. A lot of times they come with calcite and pyrite. This is another addition of onyx. That white strip, I believe that's calcite. All right. Calcite. All right. So, but these are the stones that I'm going to mention in this lesson. And I hope you brothers and sisters are edified. And I hope that, you know, whoever has this problem, they can be benefited from this lesson. All right. So let me just get into it. Let me see. This is from the website. This is a website called hotelcrystal.com. All right, actually, I guess, they pretty much have a hotel room where you can meditate with these crystals or whatever, but I'm not really going to get into it. But that is the website, for reference sake. All right, and it says rose quartz. I'm just going to skip that part. It says its effect on the body. It says rose quartz helps with heart complaints. Placed upon the heart, it directs needed oxygen to the heart. Rose quartz help prevent thrombosis and heart attacks. And I look up thrombosis, and it goes back to blood clots. So rose quartz help with blood clots. Right? The stone has protective effects of the chest, ovaries, uterus, and testicles. Lay under a pillow, rose quartz protects from depression and sleep disorders. All right. So, going back to the stones, these are different additions, different specimens, different types of rose quartz. They're all rose quartz. This is a tumbled rose quartz. All right. This is a tumbled rose quartz. All right, and that's basically a rough rose quartz, which are very beautiful stones. And what these stones do, all right, let me get another one right quick. This is a bigger rose quartz. All right. All right. And let me get this out this book because I want to show you what they're good for. Because it already said in this website that lay under a pillow, rose quartz help with depression and sleep disorders. And that's what we're going into. We're going into sleep disorders, okay? So now with that, I'm going to get my book. The book that I brought out last time. It's called Essential Guide to Crystals, Simon and Sue Lilly. All right, page 43, okay? And it says, if I could get it with this camera, the color pink, because as you can see, the rose quartz is the color pink. All right, pink heart star meditation. The color pink is excellent for reducing fear, aggression, anger, irritation, and misunderstanding. Pink stones protect us from all forms of negativity. And this isn't just some mumbo jumbo, all right? Because I use this for my own personal benefit, and I've experienced the same thing. It takes the energy of anger, the spirit of anger, from your spirit. It takes tension from your spirit. It takes someone being easily irate, somebody that's easily irritated. It takes that from your spirit, man. And it gives you a more patient spirit, all right? But also, as it said in this website, as it says in this website, that it says that rose quartz under your pillow. Let me go back to it. Rose quartz under your pillow, all right, protects from depression and sleep disorders. All right. So that's pretty much the point when it comes to rose quartz. All right. Now I want to get into amethyst. All right. Amethyst, which I did a lesson on this a while back. It goes back to Amethysios. I could be saying it wrong. It's been a minute since I looked up the origin, but basically it means not drunken. All right, because it's supposed to help sober you up. All right, but another benefit that amethyst has is that it helps with tranquility. All right, let's see what they have for amethyst. It says, let me get to the point. It says it affects its effect on the psyche. So I'm gonna jump up to its effects on the body. It says the amethyst helps to soothe the nervous and heart while also improving concentration. All right, I'm sorry. Amethyst helps to soothe the nerves and heart while also improving concentration. Under a pillow, amethyst promotes quiet, recuperative sleep. All right. So we got two stones that promotes rest. All right. The first was rose quartz and the second is amethyst. All right. Recuperative sleep. All right. And prevents nightmares. Amethyst stabilizes blood pressure, both high and low. Placed as a ball in the room, it shields from negative earth radiation. All right. It says its effect on the psyche. Amethyst strengthens faith. So, hey, through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shema Shai, you in this truth, you know what to have your faith for, right? But it helps strengthen your faith. It leads to deeds and judgments. It leads to just deeds and judgments, excuse me. The amethyst prevents learning problems as well as test anxiety. It also stimulates the imagination. All right. But the point I wanted to emphasize was what? Under a pillow, it promotes quiet, recuperative, I can hardly say it, but it promotes quiet and restful sleep and prevents nightmares. So we got amethyst and we got rose quartz. Okay. I also have a bracelet made of amethyst and rose quartz. This is a matted amethyst. That's amethyst and rose quartz. The little balls is rose quartz. Okay. There's also the two top stones for headaches. All right. So if you have a headache, all right, you can simply hold the amethyst and the rose quartz in your hand, or you can rub it across your forehead. Okay, let me get a bigger stone. If you want to rub it across your forehead, if you have a headache, you can just rub it across your forehead for a few strokes. Keep it in your hand. Okay, keep it in your hand per se, but rub the rose quartz across your forehead, and that'll help with your headaches. All right. Of course, you set up your prayer. All right, prayer to be healed because the prayer stimulates the stones. All right. And second to last is the lepidolite. Now, lepidolite, all right, has something called lithium in it, and lithium is good for rest. All right, lithium was used for people that had problems with, I want to say, depression. All right, but let me get into it. Let me see if I can pull something up right quick. Lepidolite. All right, this is from the website healingcrystals.com. It says lepidolite contains trace amounts of lithium, which will most definitely assist with issues such as sleep, balance, and awareness. If your intention is to use it for sleep, absolutely you can place it under your pillow. Its energy will surround you, helping you to go to sleep fast and maintain the deep sleep needed to help the body rest and heal. All right. So there you go. I mean, it helps with sleep. All right. It helps you get that deep sleep. So, and I also mentioned onyx, which onyx is another stone that I use under my pillow. It's a protective stone. It's a protective stone, but it also helps dispelling excessive energy in your body. All right. Helps you get rid of poor habits or whatever it may be. But also, I use it for my sleep. I mean, part of my sleep concoction, so to speak. So I'm going to show you, brothers and sisters. All right. Let me get down on this floor. Show you, brothers and sisters, how you can use this under your pillow. Okay. So let's say this book is a pillow. All right. What I do, I get this amethyst bracelet and I get this tumbled down rose quartz because it's of a good flat size. You don't want a stone too big because it's gonna be poking against your head when you sleep. All right. But I got the amethyst encircling the rose quartz, the lepidolite, and the onyx. All right. And let's say this book is the pillow, then the pillow will be on top of it. But you can literally sleep with the pillow on top of this, and your spirit or your body will be receiving the medicinal and metaphysical benefits of these stones. I mean, not that I was even trying, but ever since I've been doing this, my nails even grow faster. I'm not attempting to grow my nails, but that's just an observation that I've made. And almost every time I have this under my pillow, I mostly have a full night's rest. But times where I don't have this under my pillow, I wake up 1 o'clock in the morning, just odd hours out the night, which causes a negative ripple effect throughout the day. All right. But, I'm not going to extend this too long. Let me close it out with a scripture. All right. Because everything is for the edification and the benefit for the hopeful elect. And we're getting our nation back. And and we're not going to stay on them that oppress us. So the Most High created the earth for our sakes, and everything that comes from the earth, He created for our sakes. Okay? So let me get a closing scripture. Psalms 4 and 8. Psalms 4 and 8. I will both lay me down in peace and sleep, For thou, Yahweh, only makest me dwell in safety. All right. With that, I hope you brothers and sisters were edified. Once again, I want to give all honor and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Kodash. Double honors to our apostles, great millstone, Ruel, and peace and blessings to the house of David the elect. And with that, Abba, come at Shalom.